Nitro Kid 98 here today, guys. I'm going to be doing a real quick review on something that I think really needs a somewhat fairly decent review, and this doesn't really cover all of them because there's so many different varieties of them, but it can cover a couple of them. Today we're going to be doing a small, quick review on eBay wastegates. I got the one on my car here. I have probably around... I had the same amount of mileage as the turbo. I'm not going to do that again because I had a hard time figuring out exactly how many miles I got on it. It's around 1,500 miles. Like I say, this thing sees boost a lot, so the wastegate does get to work a lot. This is the eBay generic no-name 38mm wastegate dual bolt. When I mean by dual bolt, it's a normal bolted. I think all 38mm wastegates have the same bolt hookup thing. Flange, yeah, there we go. I had a hard time remembering that. So this is what it looks like on the inside, or on the outside. I'm gonna show you what it looks like on the inside, and then I can give you a little more information on the wastegates. Don't pay no attention to the shop, guys. It's a fucking mess. Been down here doing so much fab work and stuff. So what we got here is a wastegate that's been taken apart. You got a couple simple parts in it. You got a spring. This right here is what controls how many pounds of boost you want to run. And you have the top. I'll call it the top hat. Right here is where you would put in for a boost controller. And then you actually have the wastegate system itself. 38mm, what does that mean? For anybody that doesn't know, it is the diameter of the opening here and also the diameter of the opening there. It's the distance between one side to the other. This is actually a 38mm diameter from here to here. The one thing that makes a wastegate reliable versus unreliable, I'm going to sit up here on the bandsaw real quick, is your diaphragm. What happens is you put your vacuum/boost reference hose in here, which is the vacuum hose. It's a vacuum hose when you're not boosting. As soon as your turbo hits boost, there is boost going in here. And what that boost does is it pushes on this diaphragm, which lifts this up. And when it does that, it's fighting against that spring. That spring's going to hold this thing closed until it hits if you're running, 8 pounds, as soon as that turbo puts 8 pounds in your manifold, it gives that reference to this through that vacuum line, starts pushing on that spring, and that spring gives away. It's like, okay, there's 8 pounds I'm going to give out, which opens your wastegate, which allows gas right here to bypass your turbocharger. Therefore, it keeps you at 8 pounds of boost. The things that can make these fail is basically your diaphragm go out. Honestly, that's really the most common way and the really only way. I mean, your valve can get burned up, and where it doesn't stay closed, it could cause a small minor boost leak. You're still gonna be able to boost, but it's gonna fall off a little bit. Your Allen bolts here come loose, which I don't really see that causing a problem. Too bad. So if you get one, and if you get a wastegate like this and you have overboost issues, here's a couple things to look at. You want to make sure you have the right PSI spring in it. Guys, if you're in doubt of your spring, I do a couple pulls, see where it goes. If it looks like it's going to go higher than your setup or your fuel setup can handle, or your motor alone is built to handle, get out of it and go on the computer and order you a tile spring. They're like 20, 30 bucks. I don't think they're really that much, but ship maybe. And go ahead and order the PSI spring you want. Make sure that you got it right. The other way is your diaphragm can get a hole in it. The diaphragm, for anybody that I'm pretty sure I explained this, but just be sure, is this orange pillow balloon-like thing here, I guess. This is what the boost pushes against, and it keeps the boost from getting out and actually pushing it, inflates it. Is your diaphragm going to get a hole in it? How would you know that? Pretty simple. Take your top hat, look in it. If it's clean like that, more than likely you ain't got a hole in your diaphragm, because you're going to get exhaust gases that are black like that, and you're going to get black soot all in that thing. So anyway, I kind of want to do the video to, if I actually had a decent setup, would I recommend an eBay wastegate? Sure, why not? I see nothing wrong with it. If you keep a good eye on your gauges, guys, you shouldn't have a problem with it anyway. Is it just as good as a tile? I don't know, because I don't have a tile in the shop yet. I'm looking to get one, kind of do a review on it versus one of these. But from me running mine, I have had 0 problems out of it. And like I say, I beat the fuck out of my car. I really do. I wouldn't be afraid to run this on really any setup, honestly. I mean, unless it was a big turbo setup where I'm running 30, 40 pounds of boost, And honestly, you're going to run a different millimeter wastegate and everything. But I mean, if I was running high amounts of boost, you're probably going to have more trouble instead of like I am running 8 pounds, because that's more pressure being put on that diaphragm. The more pressure, the higher rate spring you have, the more pressure it's going to take being put on this diaphragm in order to press that spring open. So, because like I say, 8 psi spring, it'll start giving like this at 8 psi. A 20-pound spring, same thing. At 20 pounds, it's going to start opening. You know, it's just how much pressure it takes on that diaphragm before it opens. Anyways, guys, it's been NitroKid98. If you have any questions about the video or the product, hit me up. This is kind of like I say the generic style of wastegate, but I mean this particular wastegate, which is, it's a no name, but you know, it just, you can kind of tell what it looks like. Kind of reminds me of like a tile. I can't remember what model tile it is. I think it was a tile copy. But I would definitely recommend one. Unless, like I say, you're running real high boost applications, then on that setup, I would probably want to go with a better wastegate. But as far as anything, I think under 15 pounds, I don't see this hurting it. And really, certain setups over 15 pounds, I don't see it being any trouble at all. But that's it for today, guys. It's been NitroKid98. Please like, please subscribe. Got plenty more videos coming up, guys. I will be doing updates. I didn't put this in the video. I will be doing updates on the Godspeed Turbo as I put mileage on it, guys. I really want to keep you up to date on that. I don't see it giving any trouble, but I really want to prove that just because it's made in China doesn't mean it's a piece of shit. 90% of things you buy at Walmart are made in fucking China. So just because your turbo is made there doesn't mean shit. NitroKid98, guys. Like I said, please like, please subscribe, follow me. I will soon be starting a Facebook page, and I will soon be opening up my fab shop. So, that's it, guys. Take it easy.